Is Streamer University a CIA experiment to amplify chaos amongst the youth? Quick disclaimer. Dear Fox News, the Central Intelligence Agency, Kai Cenat, friends, and anyone else who may be affected. This video is a theory made for entertainment purposes only, and it's not intended to send hate towards anyone mentioned. Additionally, I love my life and I'm very happy. I will never do anything to contradict that fact, nor will I intentionally or accidentally put my safety at risk. Do with that what you will. So with that out of the way, let's talk about Streamer University. I'll be the first one to admit that I did not watch Streamer University, and so if I'm missing something, I will happily be educated about that. However, from the clips circulating online, it really made me wonder if something more nefarious was happening behind closed doors that we may not have been aware of. The CIA has a long history of controversial and widely condemned initiatives, and so when I saw the clips circulating online about Streamer University, I began to wonder if that was another one of their initiatives. All of the fighting, destruction, and drama, while entertaining, are certainly not disproving any theories that may have arisen in my head. I'm wondering if there was any vetting about the people that gained access to these platforms, especially with the average age of people who view these streams being so young. I feel like it was a bit irresponsible for some of these people to have access to such a large platform. For instance, there was that streamer who was not black who was saying the N-word, and when he was asked if he was black, he responded with, "from the waist down." Not only is that a very crude remark, but I really shouldn't have to talk about why that's problematic and the historical stereotypes that it is perpetuating. Then there's that other streamer who's very viral, whose name starts with an R and ends with Kai. He's young, so I give him the benefit of the doubt, but it seems like every other month there's a clip of him doing something volatile for attention, and it really makes me wonder what his motivations are. But neither of these people are the reason why I'm making this video. The real situation I want to talk about is between Plaqueboy Max and this random streamer. In case you were unaware, basically, Plaqueboy Max was demeaned and verbally assaulted by this random streamer because of his feminine traits and the way that he expresses himself. This interaction then caused Max to cry on stream and question why homophobia is so rampant and why femininity is demonized. Unfortunately, this is something that happens to queer people or people that don't conform to gender norms throughout society. It's not something unique that just happened in a bubble. And so for this to be amplified in front of such a large, impressionable audience, it really made me wonder what the possible motivations behind that could have been for him. I actually think that this situation is bigger than Kai Cenat and Streamer University. The root of this issue is really about how streaming is so focused on clip farming, clout chasing, and viral moments that people will do anything to gain attention and or followers. The random streamer in question knew that he was on camera, and he knew that this was probably controversial, but he still went through with it regardless of who he hurt. And unfortunately, he kind of accomplished what he wanted. I'm sure that people that quietly shared his beliefs went to his pages and began to follow him. And I think that's the biggest issue here. Bad press is still press, and that's what the streaming industry currently relies on. If you look at the state of the internet and the world right now, culture wars and division are running rampant. With the widespread literacy crisis and attention spans lowering, moments like this are unavoidable, but I do believe that there has to be a way to minimize situations like this from happening in the future. And although I named a lot of the bad things that went on about Streamer University from the outside looking in, it would be disingenuous of me to not talk about some of the good moments that Streamer University had. From the clips that I've seen online, streamers like Wardrobe Winter and Yana are definitely net positives for the streaming industry. Also, I think the intention behind Streamer University is good. However, I think the execution leaves a lot to be desired. So did the CIA have something to do with the way that Streamer University went this year? For legal reasons, I don't know.